Well, okay, here I am. I told you I'd be back. I'm inside. I am playing with well, I am about to caulk the bottom of the tabletop. And, there it goes. Oh, I better put some gloves on. This stuff is nasty. Stay. Yeah, all of my spots are kind of messy. I don't have a lot of room, as you can tell. And again, if you'd like to, do a GoFundMe, that'd be perfect. I need a big shop. Oops, wrong fingers. Get in there. But, alright. Oh, God, I hate when my gloves rip. Son of a gun. Anyhow, oops, over here. So, what else? Let's see, caulking. Oops, wrong fingers again. Caulking is very important when it comes to epoxy. And so is epoxy release tape, as I've figured out. Because if you don't have those two things, it is a heck of a mess. So, yeah, the epoxy release tape makes it real easy for the epoxy to come apart from your form. What's going on here? There we go. From your form, and if you don't have it, then it really sticks to your form, and you have to break it apart, then you have to chisel it apart, and it's just, you break it, and then you have to repurchase everything, and it's just a mess. So it's better to just go ahead and spend the extra money on the release tape, which is not necessarily cheap. It's about $15 to $20 a roll, depending on what brand you use. But again, it saves you, a ton of money on the melanite. I think it's called melanite. It's the white board that you use to build your forms with when you're pouring epoxy. Ooh, get over there. That was a mess. But, yeah, so, because that melanite is like $60 a sheet for a 4x8 sheet. So it's not, wow, I'm making a huge, what is going on here? What is happening here? It's like $60 a sheet, and it is not, it's not fun to work with, one, but two, it's, like I said, it's not cheap, so it's just no fun. Oh gosh, get off there. So anyway, now that you see me playing with this stuff, what else you want to talk about? Anything? Okay, let's see. So after I get done doing this, I'll leave it sit overnight, and then hopefully it'll be dry enough. I'll come back and check on it in the morning. If it's not, then I'll let it sit another little bit, a few hours, and then I will turn it back over once it's dry enough, and I will start mixing and pouring the epoxy. Now, epoxy is best mixed and poured between 60 and 90 degrees Fahrenheit. That's why I do it in the house, because you can pretty much control your temperature in the house versus out in the shop. And not only that, out in the shop, I have so much dirt and dust flying around, and and in here I can at least somewhat control the dust and dirt. Now, I do have 3 dogs that run in and out of this. I have a dog door, as you can see the dogs running in and out through here. So what I end up doing is I end up putting a piece of plastic. I build a cage over the top of my project in here to keep the dog hair out as much as possible. And usually that works. I still end up with some dog hair in it, but I can usually get it out. When I come in to check on it, to pop the bubbles, there's always bubbles. I don't have such a up-to-date, I can't think of the word, shop as a lot of these professionals do. And they have all these vacuum systems and all this stuff, and so they get all their bubbles out before they even start. I mean, it's crazy how it works, and it's cool. And eventually, one day, when you guys, get my, what you call it, my GoFundMe up and going, and I get that $500,000 from you, then I can get all that good stuff too. Anyhow, I'm done for now. So this is it for the night. I'm done. I throw in the towel. You guys have a great night. And I don't know, where's my clicker? Oh, there it is. All right. Have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Have a good night. Peace.